We're live.
Not yet. And when the light goes on, and that button comes up, and we're live now.
Okay.
And that's not too bad, is it?
No, it's fine.
Is that angle pretty good?
I think it's good.
Yeah, there we go. Yes, I like the changes that I made. I made some changes from the camera setup that we had last week. But welcome to our YouTube friends and followers. I wanted to have a conversation today with Bruce about something that impacts our lives literally on a daily basis, because the conversations that I want to initiate in this video are things that Bruce and I do every day, and it brings great value to our lives, or we wouldn't be doing it every day.
Oh, sure. That's right. Yeah.
I guess that's the answer to that. So the first thing I wanted. Oh, you got to yes. There's I knew nothing about this before 2 months ago.
But then you moved in here, and I'm, of course, all about it.
Well, yes, that's what you know. I'm now going to be getting my third month living here.
That's great.
Isn't that crazy? Okay, Bruce shared. You bought me my own copy.
Yes, I did.
We both have copies of Reversing Alzheimer's. You've been reading it for
a long while, yeah,
a long time, and I just started reading it. The new toolkit to improve cognition and protect brain health. I think I need all the help I can get in those areas.
Yeah, me too.
And Dr. Heather Sanderson wrote the book, and
I've taken classes from her.
So
yeah.
This is the expert on reversing Alzheimer's, doing it. Well, the first student of it, the student with the longest running. And what I'd like to do, Bruce, is read the foreword to the book. Just the first paragraph, because it pretty well puts things into perspective. I didn't say it was possible. I only said it was true. That's Dr. Clarence Ridgely, Nobel laureate, said that. Charles Ridgely. Many who read the title of this book by Dr. Heather Sanderson, Reversing Alzheimer's, will object, claiming that reversing Alzheimer's is simply not possible. At least that is the claim of mainstream medicine. And yet, as Dr. Sanderson has shown clearly in this book and in a recent clinical trial, reversing the cognitive decline of Alzheimer's disease is not only possible, but is occurring repeatedly to patients at multiple sites. And I guess you fall into that category.
Yeah, that's right.
Very much so. In her new book, Dr. Sanderson delves deeply into how she and others are accomplishing this remarkable result, offering a roadmap for anyone who is at risk for cognitive decline or who has begun such decline. The patient encounters, the patient outcomes she and her team have reached are far superior to anything reported in pharmaceutical clinical trials.
And actually, these ideas that are in Reversing Alzheimer's, you don't have to wait until you lose your mind to keep from losing it, because
good point.
The things you can do are prevention. So, and there are things a lot of us have already heard about, but we didn't realize how valuable they are. If you get good sleep and you exercise regularly, even if you don't exercise a lot, and you choose a diet that's really supportive. Another thing that's very helpful is having good connections with other people.
Well, don't give too much information away right now, because here's your homework assignment.
Okay.
For our next conversation, I would like you to pick out the 3 most important ideas that you pulled from the book. And if you want to be 5, that's okay too.
Okay.
And you will share those. I will pull out the 3 things that have impacted my thinking the most. And then we'll have a pretty good
Oh, that'd be great.
a pretty good cross section of the book.
Yeah.
Uh, so that is
By the way, you don't have to buy this book to get the ideas. If you go on to the internet and look for Reversing Alzheimer's, Dr. Sanderson, you'll see summaries of it. And it's very valuable and very straightforward. The neat thing about it is you don't have to buy any expensive medicines that don't work. You just have to make some good lifestyle choices. And we have those available to us every day. And you don't have to wait until you're not able to think to do this. You can do it while you're sharp and stay sharp. So prevention is what I'm about. When I started doing this, some of my friends said, "You don't need that. You're not losing it." I said, "I don't want to lose it. That's why I'm doing it."
good answer, good response. Okay, that's a perfect segue. Oh, you got the. I, I keep looking forward.
Yeah.
It's a perfect segue into intermittent fasting, a concept that I actually brought into the household. And you've observed what it was, my approach and conversations we had, da 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 da, and you decided to make it a part of your life. So you consulted with your physician how to best do that.
Mhm.
I mean, because just because the book says it, that doesn't mean. I mean, you have to do what's right for your own body
Oh, sure. Yes.
and your own body, and for sure, intermittent fasting. Well, let me tell you how I got into it. Um, Literally coming home from my mother's funeral, I was driving with my oldest son, and we had about 125-mile drive. And he said, "Dad," he looked at me. He said, "Dad, I think you ought to try a new way of eating,"
Hmm.
or something to that effect. And I said, "Well, I'm less." Well, the reason why he said that, I had just not just, but in a 2 year period, I put on 60 pounds,
Wow, that's a lot.
and the initial reason for me putting it on was because I've been on hormone replacement therapy for 8 years, and one of the serious side effects is weight gain.
Oh.
But I was using that as a crutch,
Hmm.
and yes, it's going to happen, but I was I was in denial about how much I was actually eating and putting on, and it showed in my weight. So literally from that conversation, I went home and started it the next cycle. My next cycle, I started it right then, cold turkey, and 30 hours. And the route that I originally took was 6 hours of eating, 18 hours of fasting, which I'm different now. I'm
Hmm.
7 hours of eating, 17 hours of fasting. So that's changed, but because my lifestyle has changed, and that's all I needed. It's possible someday I'd even go less than that, but it doesn't matter. We're doing it, and we do it because it's daily. It happens in our life. Then I quickly, in probably in less time that I put the weight on, I took it off. I took 60 pounds off.
That's great. That's pretty good
And
news.
so I have to say that the fasting did something to it. And I just did it. I started to say 30 hours into me starting it, I absolutely knew it was the right thing for me to be doing, because essentially we I eat in a 7 hour period, defined from hour to hour, and then I fast. I drink a lot of fluids, obviously, in those 18 hours, 17 hours, and it creates another challenge to my life. And we're trying to figure that out too. But my system is clean. I mean, food and water go right through my system, and that's what my system wants. It
Hmm.
doesn't want to be fighting with digesting
Hmm.
and all the other things that go with it, and so the body loves it and reacts accordingly. So, um, the same thing. I'll talk about three things
Okay.
that intermittent fasting has brought to my life, and and why, and you'll do the same thing. So we'll have
Yeah.
a
Did you
pretty
want to do about a 15-minute introduction today? We're at about 13 minutes now. Just so you know,
wow. We better stop then.
I was thinking, yeah,
I'd lo-
don't want to overwhelm them. We got a lot of information. We can do some next week.
Yes, but I agree with you 1,000%. But you know that if we're entertaining
Oh, well.
and they're getting the value that they want for those 13 minutes of time or 14, they're going to stay there.
That's good. Yeah.
And if they don't, you know what? They're out of here and on to something else.
Okay.
And we have no control over that.
That's true.
We have no control. Okay, so whenever you are ready to let me know, and we'll have another.
Okay.
And I guess I'll say it on air. I really feel, based upon my observation of your lifestyle and what I know my lifestyle to be, that 10 o'clock in the morning is the best time to have this conversation.
That's a good time.
Isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, just
we're both awake at the same time. That's a good thing.
how it is weird. Did I make too much noise in the kitchen this morning?
No, you were fine.
I'm always worried I'm making too much noise.
No, the cat came and jumped on me because she thought I should get up and feed her. She does that some mornings.
And she attacks me when I'm in the kitchen if she's really. But I won't. I don't give her any wet food. I only give her a few morsels. But you know that she'll probably be content with petting her, and it doesn't matter about the food, does it?
No.
Thank you for your 11 minutes and 39 seconds of time. And we will see you the next time. And as you know, I like to say, it's really about doing what you love and love what you do.
L'chaim.
L'chaim to life. We'll see you soon.